All right, we're back with another Benchmade. And this one actually is surprisingly priced okay, maybe. Let me know your thoughts once we get into that. This is the Grizzly Creek. So this is from their Hunt series. I am not a hunter, so I'm going to rely on you, my viewers, to tell me if this is a good hunting knife or not. This knife I kind of sort of like. I don't know that I love the stabilized wood. Okay, on the scales, it looks cool. It feels good in the hand. This particular one is, I think, kind of the third iteration of the Grizzly Creek. And I believe I've done videos on the other two, but you can check my playlist. This one has really one significant difference between the second and the third. One is the handle material. This one is the stabilized wood. And it does not have a recurve. The previous version, the 15061, this is the 15062. I believe it was the 15061 that had a very slight recurve. I loved it. I love a recurve, right? I mean, RJ Martin, I love the recurve. My Frank Fisher battles have double recurves. Like, something about a recurve blade I just love. However, I really love the blade on this one. Classic drop point, has jimping up on top for your thumb and for your finger if you're going to do more delicate work. This thing really does work well in the hand. Now, this one does have to break in. It is brand new. It's smooth. It just needs about 1,000 more openings, and it'll probably be super smooth, super fidgety, as most access locks are. It's already loosening up some since I took it out of the box. Because this is brand new, because it belongs to Gil over at Wild About Sporting Goods, I did not do anything to it. Normally, I might loosen the pivot just a hair. I might crack it open just a hair and put a drop of oil, but it's not my knife. This one is going back to Gil. I do have a couple of other Benchmade videos to do before I ship his box back, which means I need to determine if I'm keeping the ProTech Magic 2 or not. I did a community poll, and I think most people said to buy it. So I'll take a look at that poll again and see where we land on that one. But yeah, I'll put a link to that video up in this corner and my Benchmade playlist in that corner. So anyway, you've seen the drop point blade. It also has a gut hook, which deploys very nicely, has a nice detent when it opens. It doesn't lock, but it is a fairly strong little detent, has a nice thumb ramp here to hold on to if you are using this as a gut hook. It is fairly sharp. Even if you're not a hunter, you could use this in an emergency type of situation to cut a seatbelt, to cut open somebody's jeans, to render first aid. This would probably work well on a leather boot to cut that off of somebody's foot. Things like that. There are a lot of uses for that, which is cool. I like that. I like that added little detail. It doesn't add much thickness to the knife because you already have the steel liners. I think it's kind of cool. Why not? Right? Like, why not throw another tool in there that doesn't really add to the dimensions or the weight? Nice orange G10 backspacer, nice orange pivot collars, and your standard access lock. So let's talk about the specs real quick. It's 4 1/4 closed, 7 3/4 when it fully deploys. Again, like I said, needs to break in a little bit. 3.45-inch blade with a 3.3-inch cutting edge. 0.011 behind the edge. So it is rather thin behind the edge. It is a nice grind, a nice stonewash finish on this 30V blade. Feels really good in the hand. It works well in the pocket. Weighs in at 4.2 ounces with an overall thickness of 0.598. And like most all Benchmades, it does run on phosphor bronze washers. And pricing, I should have mentioned this earlier, sorry. $250, just a little under, $247.95 or whatever the heck Gil has it listed at. I think it's $247 and some change. So call it sub $250. If you get it from Gil at Wild About Sporting Goods, you're going to get 10% off of that. I know it's not a lot, but hey, in today's world, every penny counts. And I know that even more so today than I did a month ago because I now own this house that I am standing in. So yeah, every bit of discount you can get, all the better. So they're all going to look a little different because of the wood handles. And I think for $250, American made, access lock, decent knife, good size, solid lockup, all of that good stuff. I think they're more in line than things like their Benchmade Narrows, than the Benchmade Shootout. Like, this is more in line. The Narrows at $550, $495, whatever that one was. Redonkulous. This, it's okay. I don't think it's a screaming deal, but I don't think it's way out of line. There it is with the Sharpie. How about with the Spider Codelica? The Kubi KB237 Carver, which I think is probably right about the same size, maybe a slightly bigger. This is totally different. This is made overseas. This is like $45-$50 on Amazon. Different animal, D2 and G10 instead of S30 and wood. But it's a flipper. I like this a lot. And I recommend this to all of my knife friends. Going up way overpriced, not overpriced, but way in a different price bracket. Custom made United States VC Edge interface number 80, full dress, Damascus blade, Damascus lock bar, 2 different kinds of carbon fiber, blah, 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 almost $3,500. Yes, I know. That's crazy. Worth every penny, in my humble opinion. So there you go, guys. Benchmade Grizzly Creek. Let me know your thoughts on the price. Is this a decent $250 offering from Benchmade? As I do a quick little close-up that I didn't do earlier. I think it's a cool knife. I'm not a hunter. If this came in a different blade, a different handle material, I might be into it, honestly. I think it's not bad. And at $250, I think it's decent. What do you guys think?